Okay, hello everyone and welcome back. Today we are talking about The Suicide Squad, a movie I was cautiously optimistic of, and it not only surpassed my expectations, but it was absolutely fantastic. It was very focused in terms of character development. Normally they have this convoluted storyline that they try to get you to understand or get you invested in, and through this storyline you are supposed to sort of build a relationship with the different characters. And that normally fails, so they decided to change it around and just focus on the character development. And it does this by leaning into the absurdity of it all, and you see this in the first sort of sequence. Like, the movie starts and you're like, okay, this is going to be a serious action movie. It might take itself a little too seriously, but the only thing that being part of the Suicide Squad means is that you're entirely disposable. Like, just because you have a special skill doesn't mean you're a threat to anyone. And there's a few times at the start where you're just like, is he gonna do anything? Like, is this it? And then you start to laugh, right? At first you're like, where is this going? And it's because it literally does not take itself too seriously. And I was really surprised. I thought it would focus on Harley Quinn, Bloodsport, maybe Viola Davis's character, like essentially have like a core group, and everybody else would be kind of orchestrated around it, but they gave everybody far more purpose. They were all three-dimensional, specifically Ratcatcher 2, Peacemaker, and Polka Dot Man. Like, all the characters had a presence. Like, you take someone like Polka Dot Man, who he doesn't have a lot of lines, but he has a presence. Like, he's still there and he's still felt, and he has his moments. Ratcatcher 2, I didn't know what to make of her, you know, like. And the way they kind of weave in her storyline was appropriate. Like, it doesn't take up too much time, but it does enough that you kind of like care about her. And Peacemaker's relationship with Bloodsport, like, at first I was like, this is gonna be really corny and bizarre, and it just works. It works because it doesn't take itself too seriously. And by kind of focusing on everyone and making it more substantive, it kind of feels like more of an ensemble cast. And just a side note, like Harley Quinn's character, Bloodsport, the Colonel, Viola Davis's character, they were so strong, right? Like, Harley Quinn gets a lot of time by herself, and it doesn't take away from the plot. Like, it's thoroughly entertaining, and she's less of a caricature. You know, you do kind of find yourself, like, the way they were able to use her character was very clever, and it was well balanced, right? And in terms of Viola Davis's character, she's just a savage. She got intensely more savage as the movie went on. And I think Idris Elba as Bloodsport worked on so many different levels. I think his relationship to Peacemaker was really good. And again, he was a very good standalone character. So, you know, the fact that they were all so strong and all the characters were so equally balanced, again, just made it far more entertaining. It was funny, you know, like both intentionally funny and like unintentionally funny. So the character development was like the biggest surprise, in my opinion. So by kind of expanding all the characters and giving them more substance, it makes the movie incredibly watchable, right? Like, the storyline is very intentional. Again, it's like a device used to build character development, and the movie constantly checks itself, right? Like, everyone is disposable, anyone can be killed at any time. And although these characters have like moments of humanity, it never fails to remind you that at the end of the day, they're all just raggedy sociopaths who only care about themselves. So overall, I was really happy with it. I had fun, and it's a movie I could watch again and again. So you guys let me know what you think, and until next time.